Hello, welcome back to the big VAR debate on the Villa View. I'm your host, Dan Bardell, joined by Chris Dolan and Ty Bracey as Villa's dreams of winning silverware goes into another year as they've been knocked out at Old Trafford with a little bit of help from VAR. This show is in association with Purity. If you use the code hashtag VillaView, you will get 10% off all Purity's goods on their website. So do go and use that code on the checkout and cheer yourself up by getting yourself some beer. Fuming. Nah, happy dog. I'm into having a casually ate a chocolate bar in the middle of the show, mate. Why not? Go for it. What a great time to shove it in your mouth, as I was just literally about to ask you a question. So I'll go to Ty. Ty, fuming, aren't we? Not happy.
It is what it is.
It just always happens.
The far better team. Like, I'm smiling about it because it's comical. It's like a reoccurring deja vu of something happening when we play against Man United. It's just absolute dross. I'm absolutely furious. I'm furious.
Yeah, no, I mean, we didn't get the standard penalty given against us. Right? That must be the first time they've not had a penalty against us in a long time. But of course, we couldn't just get away with it, could we? Something had to happen. And Dolan, the massive talking point of the game, will be that VAR decision. I'm going to go straight to it because we all want to talk about it. What I can't understand is how you can look at an offside for 3 or 4 minutes, decide that that's okay, that it's not offside, and then go back and check something that happened earlier. Surely you would check the first incident first. It doesn't really make any sense. It's almost as if, oh shit, we can't disallow it for that. Let's go back and see if we can disallow it for something else. I mean, I don't know what they would have done if they couldn't have disallowed it for a foul, but it's a soft foul. Cavani's just ran straight into him. I'm not convinced Ramsey can really do much about it. Thrown himself to the floor. And Villa have had what I would say is a legitimate goal chalked off in a game where they played really well and done everything but score.
Yeah, I mean, playing devil's advocate a bit here, we should have been out of sight. But that's the hitch. We should have been out of sight. We tore them.
Yeah, you got to take your chances.
Yeah. Of course we should have. And, I think we've obviously got ourselves to blame in the sense that we had so many chances not in that first half. Second half we ripped them to pieces. They were dreadful. That's one of the worst United sides I've seen in many years.
I feel like we've said that the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, but again, we still didn't have enough. We still didn't have enough to get the job done. And yes, we were obviously cheated out of a goal by that disgraceful decision. But we should have been out of sight. And again, just top six nonsense, top six bias. I'm bored of talking about it. It's just like, I mean, it's never going to change. It's never going to change, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's never going to change. You can sit there and tweet all you want about it, or go on these shows and talk about it all you want, but it's never going to change. And clubs like United, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, it'll be Newcastle next. They just get these decisions game in, game out.
They don't do VAR in the Championship, mate.
Yeah, that's true.
No VAR in the Championship.
But again, the whole thing's just baffling. Like, how can there be VAR at some FA Cup games this weekend and not all?
Yeah, that is off.
It just doesn't make any. I just cannot get my head around that.
It's like saying one team can make subs and in another game you can't make subs. That doesn't make sense.
Either it's there or it's not. I mean, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. How can you have it again, like Hull against Everton on Saturday? How can you not have VAR during?
Well, the grounds aren't set up, are they? That's the problem.
Well, I
agree.
I mean, it's like they haven't got it in the Championship because they haven't got it in the Championship, so don't have it in the FA Cup.
If it hadn't been there tonight, that goal would have stood.
Of course it was.
You said you've seen it back. I've not seen it back yet, but you're saying that he looks like Michael Oliver. Cavani looks at him and he kind of shakes his head.
It looks to me whenever you watch it back, the camera angle facing the goal. So from Michael Oliver's view, you can have to watch it again. But from what I can see, Cavani goes down, looks up, and Michael Oliver, you think he's going to blow to give the goal, and then he sort of but then he shakes his head at Cavani, because I think Cavani's clearly looking for a free kick.
It's right in front of him.
And he didn't. So if it's clear and obvious, then Oliver gives a free kick on the spot there and then, because
that does add another layer to it, doesn't it? Because if Mark Oliver has shaken his head and said that is not a foul, there is absolutely no chance that's a clear and obvious error.
But what was VAR? VAR was not brought in to spend almost 4 minutes to
exactly.
It wasn't. That's not the point of it. That is not the point of VAR.
Well, they were kind of looking for an offside.
I would rather just not have it. I would rather these decisions. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it happened to us, we'd be going, yay, go on the VAR, happy days up the VAR. But
it wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't have put. I'm not being funny.
No,
it sounds really petty. No. It sounds really petty.
No.
But if that had been Ramsey running it, no, I've got to get the right way around now. Yeah, that'd been Ramsey running into Cavani.
Yeah.
No way, not a chance, not a chance.
I agree,
and I've got to be careful because I've done some work for the PGMOL recently. Now that's the end of that for me. It was good doing that one show.
I just don't get it. I just can't understand. I can't understand these decisions, and it's ruining the game of football. It's ruining. It's destroying football as we know and love. Like you see at halftime the Peter McParland challenge.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Bring that back.
Absolutely.
Kind of football I want. Bring that back. Proper contact sport. No messing about. That's what I want. Not this nonsense like 3 minutes 52 seconds to try and find a fault. This Paddy Parr's tweet for me. Paddy Parr's tweet of the night was, credit the VAR. Like looking for something. Actually looking for a reason to disallow that goal. I mean, they could not wait to disallow that.
What? Sorry, it's been tiring because you just sit there listening to me and you have a chat at the moment.
I was on about
it's all right. But they looked for an offside. They couldn't give that. Yeah. They even, I think, were looking for, let's see if we can give a handball. There might be a little handball in there, a sneaky one that we can give. They couldn't find that. So then they go back and give the Ramsey one. I've seen some people tweeting that it was because Ramsey was offside as well. So an offside player was stopping Cavani getting to the ball. Just because you're offside doesn't mean someone can just run into you and get a foul. It's part of the set piece where he's literally just stood there and Cavani has ran into him. There is nothing Jacob Ramsey can do in that situation for me.
It's one of those things. VAR is there for clear and obvious. It takes, as Dolan said, it takes nearly 4 minutes to find a clear and obvious, right? You've checked the offside, nothing there. You've checked if Cavani's got any shampoo in his hair, nothing there. You've checked if Ollie Watkins is scratching his balls, nothing there. There's just nothing there, Dan. And then they have to go to that. And if what Dolan said's true in the BBC stint where Oliver shook his head, it just adds more fuel to the fire. It's just absolutely... The frustrating part is we was by a country mile the better team as well. And it's just one of those things where it's just typical our luck. It's just always us.
We were the better team. I completely take that on board. We've got to be more clinical. We were not clinical. Although we did put the ball in the net twice. One of them, fair enough. Offside, fine. I accept that. Second one, I'm not having. No, there's nothing wrong with it. It shouldn't be disallowed. But we've gone back to just conceding every game. We can't keep a clean sheet. We've let Manchester United go ahead in that game by not doing it's a great ball in from Fred. Don't get me wrong. But it is static defending. There's not enough desire to go there and someone to head it. It's a bit disorganised in there. It's a real poor goal to concede early on in the game where that's the kind of game where the way Manchester United are at the moment, they're rubbish. I'm a little bit embarrassed to lose to them actually because they are poor. They're a shadow of them of their former selves. But we've given them the chance to go 1-0 up and given them the chance to settle. You've then not got the crowd getting uncomfortable because they've got the lead the whole game. So we've missed chances. You got to defend that goal better. So in a way, we can take away the VAR stuff, but we're our own worst enemies to some extent. Yeah,
and I think honestly, I don't know about you guys, but just during that game, I was thinking, what if Coutinho and Luca Digne were playing in that side tonight?
You'd have fancied Coutinho as a rattle.
What they're going to do on Saturday is important. Yeah. What they're going to do on Saturday.
For me,
Saturday.
This might add more to Saturday. Actually, the injustice.
I'm over tonight. I'm over tonight. It's all about Saturday,
really?
Man. It's all about.
You did a great impression of somebody who wasn't at the start of the show.
It's all about Saturday, man. It's all about focusing on Saturday. And if you're Gerard, I mean, you got to rile those players up. You got to really, really get them fired up for Saturday because
Well, he'll be upset because he'll want to go and beat Manchester United more than anything, and he'll know that was a massive chance to do it. He also wanted to run in the FA Cup. It was actually quite refreshing to have a strong team out, wasn't it, Todd? Because I don't think our first choice goalkeepers played in goal in the cup competition for about a decade. So to go strong and have a real go and to still lose. Manchester United went a bit stronger than I thought they would. Me and Dolan were saying in WhatsApp before the game, they went a little bit stronger than I thought they might. They left Ronaldo out, yes, but they still went with one of their stronger 11s. But you do just think they're there to be had, and we haven't done it.
It's one of those things where we respond when we concede, and that side isn't good enough. But one other thing I do want to talk about is how Dion Dublin managed to give McTominay man of the match. Can we talk about that as well?
Watkins for me, man.
If you've scored a goal and you've won 1-0, you've got a decent chance of getting man of the match, I would say.
Yeah, but look how early on the goal. There's not a chance. He should have got man of the match remotely.
I mean, he's one of Manchester United's better players, to be honest, and that sums up the state of Manchester United, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think. Because he's nothing special, McTominay. He's a solid player. He over the years, he'd have been a Fletcher and Nicky Butt, someone that comes in for the odd game.
Listen, there was flaws again in that midfield. I thought Luis was just far too casual. I thought McGinn didn't have his best night. Target looked like a man who knows he's going to be playing second fiddle to Lugadin, I have to say.
But that's not done yet, so there's no.
It's not done, but it's gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen, and again, Ings and Watkins, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. You know,
I thought there was more positive signs with that tonight. That's the best I felt about them two playing together tonight.
I don't know. It doesn't work for me, man. Watkins for me, yeah, he was great tonight, but. Always plays his best football for Villa, I think, as an out-and-out striker.
I've got to say, he should have scored. He worked it well.
Yeah,
but he should have scored really.
He should have done, but then again, he should never have had the chance. But yeah, I know what you mean. He completely made something out of nothing. But we were just wasteful, and we were too casual in that first half. And again, if we had had I mean, I WhatsApp you saying just pay the 50 million for Basuma, just get him in, just get it done, you know. Because honestly, you add 2 or 3 more players to that team. As Ty said today, I was watching him on Off the Ball. We're not far away at all. We're really not, and just so frustrating. But you know, we sit here every time we play one of the big 6, and you know, I tweeted today about penalty bingo, but you know, then it's all about VAR bingo, you know, and
it is VAR bingo.
It is VAR bingo at the minute. So either way, it's going to be one of the two. So it's just it's got to take in the chin. But anyway,
what is it about the FA Cup tie? Because there's generations of Villa fans. You know, 1957. That's a long time. It's a long time ago. I'm sure my dad barely remembers us winning the FA Cup, and he's 70.
Do you know what? Do you know what made it fit? It made me excited for it more as well. So you know, Kidderminster Harriers had won.
Yeah.
Well, one of the players who played in that game came to watch my team for the team I managed yesterday. So I was just proper fired up because I was talking to him about it.
I thought you were assistant manager.
No, I'm manager now.
Gone up from assistant to the regional manager.
Yeah, the manager left. Long story short, we'll save that for.
Have you got your eye on in the transfer window, Tom?
Well, definitely not you, because you're tat.
I am tat. That's absolutely right. I can slide tackle. That's about it.
But yeah, that got me really pumped up for it. Chatting to him about it and stuff. And when I seen that they got West Ham, I was like, nah, come on then, let's have it. Let's have a good cup run. And I was fired up. I haven't been that excited for a game in a long time, but I'll be honest, I'm even more excited for Saturday now. Let's have it. Like Villa Park's going to be roaring. The revenge is coming, mate. I'm telling you, they're going
it will add spice to Saturday, and I should say I can absolutely guarantee you that we will win on Saturday because I'm on a stag do and can't go, and I've been to every every Villa game against Manchester United at Villa Park since 1993, probably the first time I've ever missed one. They're going to win. Villa will win on Saturday. I did say to Doran before the game, we'll get knocked out of the FA Cup and win the league game.
Yeah.
That we will beat them on Saturday. I absolutely cast iron guarantee you we beat Manchester United at Villa Park on Saturday. Coutinho comes in as an absolute world. I'm going to miss his first game. Absolute classic. Absolute classic.
Adam, can you clip that so that honestly, if we lose, I can meme bar that?
No. Mate, there's no danger. We will win that game on Saturday. I've never been more certain of anything in my entire life than us being Manchester United on Saturday.
I agree. I think it's coming, and I think it's going to be an absolute whitewash. It's going to be like
I'm not going to say that. I don't think it'll be.
It's going to be like Danielson against Johnny in the original Karate Kid. That's what it's going to be, Dan. It's going to be no mercy, and Coutinho's going to have a massive.
Listen, that was them at full strength tonight. I think bar Ronaldo,
except for Ronaldo.
Bar Ronaldo,
Well, Maguire.
Well, no, Maguire, bring him back in.
We said full strength, Bardo.
But yeah. Tell you what, Maguire against Watkins just have a field day against them. Absolute field day. For me, the only player you look at and go, and he's 30. He's 37, 38. I mean, is Ronaldo? I think Fernandes is just like, I don't know what's happened to him. He's the biggest myth in world football. Rashford, just completely void.
He didn't look there today, and when he went on,
I don't know what's going on with Rashford. Greenwood done nothing. Lindelof is an absolute is just a car crash waiting to happen. And again, De Gea,
he was tosh.
De Gea had another great game, made some great saves, and listen, oh my God, it was so frustrating. But we play anywhere near like we played tonight, then we win on Saturday. Easy, hands down. We win on Saturday. So let's just all focus on Saturday. Let's just try and get some transfer. Get the continued deal over the line. Hopefully get Dean in this week as well. And we'll see what happens on Saturday.
But why can't we win a trophy?
No.
Why has it been since I was 10 years old that we just can't win a trophy?
Yeah. I just want to get back on the green. I just want to be on the green. I want to be on the green. It's hot. We having a booze up with just pure Villa fans. It is literally that I haven't had that day where we come up. Was just one of the best days of my life. It's one.
Gary Lineker's correct.
Yeah.
And that's him being tame, and he has to be tame to an extent. And that's him putting it very, very politely.
Really, it doesn't mean anything to him. It doesn't change his life, does he, Gary Lineker? He doesn't care who wins tonight.
The only one good thing about this is at least the media will be on our side. I mean, you have to be. I mean, I saw
everyone have forgotten about it.
The media are on our side. I won't say the name of the company due to a conflict of interest. However, I was reading a report as it was happening, and they said that Buendia was Spanish, and it's just like it's the basics. I won't say Dan, but it rhymes with pie. Ports.
Oh, that's all right. I'm only on there every now and again. It's not full-time employee. Well, actually, it is a little bit. Yeah.
And it's just stuff like that. It's just super disrespectful. Like it's the absolute basics. Like it's the basics. Like it's just disrespectful to us, man. And it just shows. It really shows.
But the point I'm making is, when are we going to see a cup? I just want to know, because Wigan have won the FA Cup. Who else is well? I can't think of
Birmingham won the League Cup.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one because they're knocked us out. They're knocked us out on the way there as well. But I mean, I suppose I saw some Blues fans having a go at, I can't remember who it was, having a go at some Villa player or ex-Villa player on Twitter. I was thinking, you got knocked out by a lower league team at home in front of 3 people.
Well, we were. I think was it last week or maybe was it last week? Was it the 9-year anniversary or 8-year anniversary losing away to Bradford?
For us.
It is something, Dolan. Sorry to interrupt. Under competition rules, avfc liable for half the VAR costs of £9,250 plus VAT. Cost split evenly between the teams as a match expense deducted from gate receipts.
What?
I don't think they'll be seeing that for a while. Yeah,
is that a thing?
Yeah, Henry Winters tweeted that.
Is that every game you have to pay half of VAR?
That's crazy. 18 grand. 18 grand to see that.
Is that true? I've never heard of that in my life. Does that happen every single game? You have to pay that amount of money?
He starts with under competition rules, so I assume that.
Maybe
but imagine if that's just like a club. I don't know. Let's say like Barrow are playing against. Do you know what I mean?
I think the Premier League club would probably turn around and say, "We'll pay that, lads. Don't worry about it." I know Villa covered some costs, didn't they, for Barrow? I genuinely hope
Villa take a wheelbarrow full of pennies and drop it off.
Well, it's not done anything. It's been no good at being there tonight. But it hasn't. It's supposed to get to the correct decision. It's actually got to the wrong decision. That makes no sense of what it's there to do. No sense to what it's there at all.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, that's Henry Winter being time as well. But, that's him saying that decision's always a shambles. That is him saying that.
Oh, someone sent me the clip of Michael Oliver.
Oh, have they sent you? Have they sent you?
Yeah.
Oh. Am I right? Or was I...
How bad is it?
Hang on, let me have a look.
I was going to say, if somebody could rewind back and see if I was... if I'd seen what I thought I'd seen.
Let me have a quick look.
I didn't see it because I had a cushion over my face.
Okay, have a watch, Ty.
if you see him, Cavani looks up and he shakes his head.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. He does. No. He does shake his head. No.
I mean, that is just a joke because that just adds another layer to it.
He's been told to go over and give a free kick for the tackle against Cavani. So
they're saying that was a clear. They're saying that was a clear and obvious error. Essentially,
he's 3 feet away from the decision. Doesn't deem it as a free kick. Cavani looks up, shakes his head, then he gets pulled up. 3.5 minutes later, they can't find an offside. They can't find a handball. Oh, do you know what? Just go over and give a free kick. Give a free kick for Cavani running straight in.
No, but they are saying that's a clear. They're saying that not being given was a clear and obvious error because the ref has.
But it's so clear and obvious. They haven't seen it. It's taken them 3 minutes and 50 seconds after 2 different phases of VAR to go. Do you know what? It's definitely a free kick.
I think it's going to come up on this. I think it's going to come up on the screen now. I've just sent it to producer Adam.
I don't know whether we got the rights to be showing things like that, Adam. Let's not get the bit of you.
Just do it. Stick it up. Who cares? Stick it up.
They'll be all over us.
There you go. Ty's just tweeted it. He looks up and he shakes his head. Yeah.
I'm going to have to have a look at it as well. Sorry, this is the most boring show in the world.
Just go on Twitter. Good. Ty's just tweeted it.
I'm going to have a look. I'm going to have a look as well. I mean, I believe you. It's not good to put a still up, Adam. Well, I suppose it is. I can't. Here we go. Right, as I say, this is the chat amongst yourselves, people watching. Go and get a drink. Just have a quick look here. Right.
I should get the credit for spotting that.
I can't even see it.
You've got me muted, ain't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he does. He shakes his head. A little shout. Oh, he's played it. Bye-bye, Villa Views. Good having no subscribers over the years. Off they go. Start again tomorrow. Start from 0 tomorrow. Work our way back.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need to be behind Villa on tour anymore than we already are.
Shakes his head. Looks up. Finally looks up.
Great.
Free kick. Any chance? Nah. There you go.
That's made me feel a lot better about proceedings.
Eagle eye, man.
Yeah, good spot. You've had a good week. I'll give you Joe. You've had a good week this week. Good 7 days you have behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
People will never know about it, but you've had a good week.
I know. They don't even know about Jack Butlins, but the work I do off the pitch behind the scenes goes unknown.
But the thing is, right, nothing is ever going to happen around that now.
No.
It's happened.
No.
People will talk about it. We'll talk about it. Other people will talk about it. But there is no comeuppance for that decision.
No, sure.
Nothing will ever get done about it.
I'll get pound for this, but look at our government, Boris Johnson. Nothing will ever get done about it.
No accountability.
Completely ignored.
Only you can bring politics.
Completely ignored. I mean, you've got 2 policemen outside the front of number 10, but sure, now we'll just give them a pass. Like it's all right. You know what I mean? I can't all the media going like that. Where's the fucking VAR for Boris Johnson and his numpty? So yeah, you're absolutely right. It'll be spoken about. It'll be waffled about tomorrow. Dermot Gallagher will get wheeled out on the Sky Sports News with Stephen Mornick, and it'll be I think if you look at the rules, a bit like Kasper Schmeichel having his hand on the ball. I think page 25 of the rule book, and it'll just be the same old waffle, and then
What about the concert one at the end?
Well, that's it.
What did you make of that?
That's it. Again, I mean, it was probably soft, but
quickest VAR check there's ever been, by the way.
It's soft, but
it didn't even come up on the screen.
But if you're gonna give Cavani against Ramsey, then surely what Shaw did.
It's not a foul, but it's assault, right?
Well, I mean, if he's bleeding from the face,
he's bleeding.
I would suggest something has occurred.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if that happens anywhere else in the pitch, he gets a free kick. So that's my.
Yeah, you do see those little soft ones given elsewhere on the pitch if someone just catches you briefly with that. I'm not saying there was any malice or intent or anything. There probably wasn't.
But even the referee, he didn't want to book anyone. Like to give Ramsey.
It took a while. It took a while to get going.
I mean, he got caught happy towards the end. But my God, I mean, how many challenges did Fernandes, Shaw, Rashford,
McGinn kicked off, didn't he, about Fernandes? He'd made a few.
Do you know what I mean? It was just, listen, it's comical, and unfortunately, when you support a team like Villa and you're not part of that top 6 table, these kind of things happen.
Even when we were top 6, I don't remember giving loads of decisions.
Well, we didn't,
because then
VAR didn't exist.
Nah, there was that. But when Villa were top 6. There's no big 6. It was big 4.
Yeah.
When we were in the 6. Now it's the 6. And we're not in that.
Mate, we could finish ninth and it'll be
big 8.
Top 8.
It's the big 8.
Exactly.
No, just can't break in, can we? Just can't get. Even when we're in the championship, like the biggest, probably the biggest name in the championship. I don't remember thinking, we get loads of decisions later. Loads of things go our way.
And Gerrard as well at the start. I don't know if you've seen him when he came out the tunnel. And he turned around and just stared at them as they were booing him. Inject it, mate. Yeah, inject it.
I mean, we're doing zero analysis of the game here, but another thing that made me laugh all the way through the game, Manchester United fans singing about Gerrard slipping over and, taking a mick about how that all go. Your rivals won the league because of that, Man City. What are you singing about your rivals winning the league?
Although, just on that point, can we talk about something that Tuanzebe's agent brother had said today? Came out and said that he didn't play due to his allegiances with Gerrard and Tuanzebe playing for
There's just been a falling out. There's just been a falling out, and he's said something. I don't know whether it's true or not. It sounds very school playground like to me. That I can't imagine a professional football manager not wanting to play someone because they Manchester United connotations.
Well, whenever Ashley Young's probably been Gerrard's right-hand man.
I didn't even think of that.
Over the last 6 weeks. So clearly that's kind of rained on any notion.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that at all.
So
yeah, Ashley Young's got strong Manchester United.
Yeah, but what you've also got to remember is Dean Smith brought him in and didn't really play him either. So has he got a problem with him as well?
Exactly.
It's one of those things that Dean Smith was trying to throw at the back at one point. You've got to remember.
Yeah.
So that was probably where that idea came from. It's just petty. It's so petty and. It's probably not fair on Axel as well. Like, he probably doesn't feel that way.
Yeah.
I understand there's family involved and family are protective.
His agent, isn't he? His brother, I think.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So that was just another thing today where I thought, okay, so we're going to drop our captain and arguably one of the best centre backs in England.
Exactly.
No, it's just not going to happen. Yeah. There was no valid point there. There really wasn't a valid point there.
I like Tuanzebe. He was brilliant for us in the Championship, but being completely honest, it didn't really happen for him this time round. No. When he did play, I thought he was a little bit sloppy.
Yeah,
to be honest, he's a lost out to the squad because we're short there now.
Yeah,
but then need to do business at the back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to wrap my brain about who we bring in as cover for centre back because we need we can't go in we can't go from that until the end of the season with three fit centre backs.
I mean, in Steve Bruce's world, we've got two centre backs, 2 men. He only need one, and they must be injured at the time.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's talk of sort of a few rumbles about Joe Gomez, but I can't see Klopp letting. I can't see it happening. But yeah, I mean, we're looking like Randolph, Dean, and Coutinho. Not a bad little trio to start the week off.
On a more positive note, what we also have to remember is Man United are still on a downward spiral, and we're going up.
Yeah,
we're getting better and better, and that is going to happen. We can see that in our business. So there's always that positivity that we've got to look forward to. Is they're going in a different direction to us, regardless of where they are now. They're still on the way down, and we're on the way up, and that's what I've.
Yeah, they're miles off the level they need to be at as a club, whereas I feel like we're on the right trajectory to where we want to be and where we're going. It's just frustrating to lose. It just feels like a familiar story. We've played Manchester United, we've lost by the odd goal, and we're talking about a suspect decision. It just feels very, very Groundhog Day.
Yeah, always, mate. Always. Every time we play them. Every single time. So let's see what Saturday brings. But let's hope we're out of sight. Let's hope we're out of sight, mate. By the time
Steven Gerrard looking to have Felipe Coutinho involved against United on Saturday at Villa Park, subject to the Brazilian proving his fitness levels on Wednesday.
I saw that.
Come on.
Yeah, I saw that. I think he'll play. I think he'll come on. I think.
Meanwhile, Dan Bardell will be sat in a comedy club. Honestly, not happy at all. Oh dear. Oh, we really want to see Coutinho play. Everyone says beat Manchester United.
You can tell in Dan's eyes the way he's looking around that he's trying to find a way out of the.
No. I've paid. It's the trouble is the thing is, part of me does think if I go, we won't win. So part of me thinks just take one for the team. Don't go. Well, I'm not going. Take one for the team. There'll be 3 points for the Villa boys.
Do you want me to go and sit with your old man and keep him company? I don't mind.
No, he won't go at the moment either because of COVID, and that's a separate story. Probably don't need to be revealing that on the Villa View, but I can't help myself. I'll stop. I need to stop talking.
There's been no rules tonight.
I've already lost about 3 jobs this evening whilst we've come on and done the Villa View. My dad probably won't speak to me now either. It's all in the night's work for me. This is what I do. Should we call it before I get myself in any more trouble? Let's call it. It's been
nice knowing you, Dad.
It's been a laugh. I've had a laugh anyway. I've had a good time chatting to you. I've enjoyed it. A very, very casual post-match point as Villa get knocked out of the FA Cup again by Manchester United. But we will be back for a preview ahead of the Manchester United League game, where I'm sure we'll talk about VAR all over again. So stay tuned for that one later on in the week. Subscribe to the Villa View with your post notifications. I don't usually forget to say that. I'm absolutely shell-shocked that I've remembered to say it at the end of this show. And don't forget as well, if you want 10% off Purity, use the code #VillaView and you'll get 10% off all their excellent beer and ale. Thanks to Ty, thanks to Dole, and thanks to Adam behind the wheel producing as well. No mistakes tonight. Well done, Adam. And yeah, up the Villa.